Ready?
Yep.
Guys, guess who I am with right now at the trial? I am with the legendary Dru Story News. Yes, he came up here.
What's
He doesn't
up,
want to be on
guys?
camera, all right? He wants to keep his privacy, so I respect that. Welcome, Dru.
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good. So, you've seen just a little bit that you've seen walking around here. What do you think?
Oh man. I honestly don't know where to begin.
It's crazy, right?
It's really crazy.
Into it.
Talk right into it.
There you go. Yeah.
Where do we begin? It's like there is so much corruption, and there's so many tentacles to the corruption, like so many
Yes.
hands, subplots,
Right.
people who want to preserve his image of guilt, and
Yes.
then people who want the guilty conviction,
Correct.
all working together. It's like, you know, you could feel it.
Mhm.
In there. It's wrong. It's something's
Right.
wrong in there.
It's
It's not
just
good.
it feels like evil. That's what it feels
Yeah.
like. It feels like evil. So far, there's been one question about what is consent the jury
Consent.
has asked, which we find strange. Like,
Yeah.
but we're just sitting here waiting, and I think there's another question that was just asked. So
Yeah, and that in and of itself is indicative of a problem, because they're really, this is a case where there should be no questions, because
right.
you have an abundance of reasonable doubt. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
they couldn't even get her on a day. When did this happen? Oh, it's January. Oh, it's March. Or
Yeah.
you know, there's just so many things in Bill Cosby's favor that they just the fact that they're still asking questions
Right.
about what?
Right,
What do
right.
you want to know?
Like, it's you guys have to see it to believe it. I'm so honored that Dru came out here. He saw my videos and was inspired to come out, and you guys know his videos are top-notch amazing. So, he's only going to be out here for the day until they wrap up, and he's heading back to California. So we're just sitting here like the rest of you.
You did say something in very I guess kind of a roll call, and you said in one of your videos, where are his supporters?
Right.
And that segues into a whole different discussion
Right.
as to why we are where we are right now. I told you a little bit about how I feel about R. Kelly
Right.
and what's going on with black media, and
Right.
how, many people in the black community are lost
Right.
following the route and these quote-unquote black media outlets that have an agenda. And there's certain people who, like R. Kelly, is not an angel, and
Right.
he's not someone that I'm gonna put a poster on my wall.
Oh, of course not.
But I'm not out here,
With the lynch mob mentality.
dragging him. He can't even post something about a puppy. I saw one in his post.
Wow.
And it's all black people. They're so under mind control, media mind control, and that's a big issue. But the Cosby trial, that's why I felt there's not much Cosby support. I feel like a lot of people, black, white, gay, lesbian, a lot of people were affected by the media bad. And it's even worse than, like we were talking upstairs, the Michael Jackson trial was bad.
Yeah.
But he still had a support system. He had a lot of fans internationally, so
Right.
it was a little bit harder to pull one over.
Right.
I think with Bill Cosby, they successfully removed his base. They successfully, even more so, and Michael Jackson's situation was bad, but even more so than that, they really successfully worked us over with this brainwashing, with this media smearing for months and months and months, years now.
Right.
And it was so effective without any evidence.
Right.
with
Right.
no evidence.
None.
At nothing. They made something, they made him a serial rapist, and then they removed his support. And that's why we're here now, sitting at the courtroom, waiting for the jury, still asking questions.
Right.
It's like
It's basically been 3 years of programming people. It has. It's been 3 years of straight Cosby is a rapist. Cosby is a rapist. What about all the women? What about all the women? This has been the talking point. So people are brainwashed. What do you say?
Is the meat. That's the meat of the case right there. It's just there is no case. There is no evidence. There's nothing.
There's nothing.
There's only people's gullible, impressionable mindsets. What about all the women? What about all the women?
What about
what about all the evidence?
Thank you.
Like,
And we try to tell these folks that, but it's like it goes over their heads. Well, they all can't be lying.
yeah, they could. Yes, they could, because, and this is the problem that I have with, the media. This is the problem that I have with people. When I first started talking about this issue, it wasn't really about oh, he's innocent.
Right.
I'm a rational person. I wasn't trying to
Right.
just come out and declare that. It was about following legal protocol. And you're innocent until you prove
Exactly.
that someone's guilty. And then I'm going to sit back and wait like everybody else. I'm going to listen to, okay, what are the allegations? And if you have a bunch of women and one by one they're lying, or they're getting caught in something that's just not right, or the dates are not matching up, at what point do you stop and say, okay, stop saying, well, all these women can't be lying? Well, no.
It's intellectually lazy.
It's intellectually lazy.
Right.
It's irresponsible. It's unconstitutional. it's
Not,
everything.
might I add?
it's everything bad.
Right.
And it's not something, especially people in the black community, need to cut that out quick, because
Right.
he's not the first, and he's not going to
gonna
be the last. If you don't knock this off,
Nip it in the bud.
this
Yeah.
media programming, and you're just sentencing someone because well, all those women can't be lying. Well, guess what? There's going to be a lot more of this
To come.
If
you guys sit and allow this lynching to continue, as I've said before, it's Bill Cosby today. It's Bill Crawford tomorrow. It's your dad. It's your uncle. It's your brother. It's your son.
Yeah.
It's important. That's why we're out here. People look at, oh, it's a celebrity. No, it's bigger than that. This is a black man at the end of the day.
It's much bigger than that, and I really wish people understood that. It's like that statement, like where are his supporters? That's a very big question.
Have you seen, there's been a handful of us,
yeah,
maybe several of us,
and there's been people speaking out in just a speckle of people, not a lot of people, speaking out and saying what they had to say about just defending him. But I just think that a lot of the people saying things against him are by and large women and black women, like people, my friends,
right,
who are just riding. It's so easy to divert us into different groups and sections groups that have different agendas,
right,
and it's toxic masculinity and all this nonsense.
Yeah.
And people are working against themselves.
Yeah. I don't think they understand that if they don't have kids today, you could have a son tomorrow.
Yeah.
And wake up and this be your nightmare. And then you're going to say, well, where is everybody? And we're going to say, well, we tried to warn you.
Yeah. And there's a journalist, I don't know if you should say his name or whatever, but he made a great point. He was just saying that there's a reality out in the world, but a different reality when you actually sit in the courtroom and listen to the facts.
Exactly.
And the person who was just here with us was just like,
you can say Nick from YC
News we were talking to, and out in the world, OJ guilty. Out in the world, Michael Jackson guilty. Out in the world, Bill Cosby, of course he's guilty. How? All these women can't be lying. But you sit 5 minutes in the courtroom, you're like, yeah, all these women could be lying.
When you have someone like Janice Dickinson on the stand,
Janice Dickinson,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did she start it off? And then Shaylin Lasher.
Sorry about that, guys. It was an early cutoff, but go ahead. What were you saying, Drew?
Shaylin Lasher.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you have two very, very notable witnesses. I mean, accusers, whatever you
Yeah.
want to call them.
Frauds.
Dickinson. Then you have Shaylin Lasher, whose story people don't understand what the stories are, what the allegations are. Bill Cosby humped her leg.
Yeah. Like a dog. Like I said, like a dog.
You know, and I'm sorry, but like.
Yeah. But anyway, this is insane. I just wanted to do like a quick little sit down with Dru. I wish it could have been longer, but I'm limited. I have to get back in this traffic, back to New Jersey. And Dru is going to stick it out here for the rest of the night and see if anything happens, but I doubt it. So is there anything else you'd like to say to the public?
There's a lot I gotta say.
Oh, he's going to have a lot to say, trust me, in his next video. So y'all look out for that.
Right. You know, I'm just gonna sit here, hope for the best.
And don't believe. How does the saying go? Half of what you see. I forgot how it goes, but you guys know what I'm talking about.
Watch out for those media outlets.
Don't be programmed. Deprogram yourselves, folks. It's scary. I see a lot of zombies walking out here, believing everything they see. So, anyway, thank you, Dru.
No problem.
You know, I fangirled out when I saw you. You guys know Dru. His stuff is amazing. So,
thank you.
All right. Well, see you guys next time. Like, comment, and subscribe on my channel and Dru's channel, okay? All right. Take care.
Take care.
Bye.